A contemplative life is like being a great horseman. You know, you're deep in the saddle, you move your eyes this way or that way, the horse will move. You don't have to do any more than that. So in the beginning, there's a lot of sitting for an hour or so, or laying on your bed for an hour, whatever it takes. I had serious injuries, so I lay in my bed for an hour during different times. And you're involved with God, with this beauteous presence. It's so wonderful. It's in a mother's eyes, you know, it's something truly good. The basic point I'm making with a horse and contemplation is you'll be in your horse for the rest of your life, and it's a big, white, beautiful white steed, and you will ride through the valleys and the hills, and you will reclaim all territory in your Father's name, God, this wondrous presence. The presence is your soul. So the more you're deep in your saddle, the more at ease you're going to be. Doesn't matter what happens, and you don't have to sit for an hour or 3 minutes or lay back, or it's even beyond prayer. It's just an isness of life. In the beginning we develop it. We understand that we're in this contemplative condition and we can do everything or anything. You can write your issues down, you can think of 3 things that I'd like to change in my life, and then 3 things that I like about my life, and then acknowledge them without thinking again. And the cerebral cortex will cut off. It's that simple. It's called the monkey mind in the Orient. The cerebral cortex is always looking for something out of order, so you concentrate on the place on the floor, or the Buddhist monk would, or the wall, and you exteriorize your concentration. Literally, you'll feel it go out there, and like when you're looking at a beautiful face. I would go up in the city and look at John the Baptist by El Greco from 1510 at the Palace of the Legion of Honor, and they had the thinker like Rodin out front, and you're transfixed. And they had Joan of Arc on a horse, which is just so chilling that it's unimaginable. So you look at great art, a picture of your mom I have on my chair before I leave to teach, and it just takes you away. Exteriorize this thing through beauty, understanding, concentration, and then your breathing, let it go. And if you have injuries, I've had great injuries in my life, and I remember one night for 5 months I drank beer every night, because when I do karate with Rod Martin, my Kempo teacher, he would laugh when I would do wheel kick and wheelhouse kick, and of course my leg would shake up and down, but I never told anyone the pain I was in. And so just by sitting quietly in a local place, I was stayed in tune with that whose name should never be mentioned. And when you have that kind of love and ardor for God, like you have for your loved one, the whole world will disappear in our conscious awareness. And that's what a contemplative life provides for us. So you can do things day and night and still be contemplative. I certainly am. I have friends who are. I got a buddy, Aaron, who's a cop, local here, and he's just an exquisite human being, just close to God and lives a very, very full life. And I know when I met him with Peter Mink, my jiu-jitsu teacher, and Aaron, we all looked at each other, knew we were going to be friends for life. We were rolling around the mat, and just these moments happen, but they're not moments, they're part of eternity. And when you're in this, at times it's a grind, because you have that thing called the devil working on you. The devil creates everything that seems to be of this world system that we seem to live in. And once we're in our contemplative atmosphere, we will reside beyond birth or death or life, or truth or untruth, or just an isness about our awareness that's palpable, wonderful, true. It's the body of God. It is your body. Excuse me, you're not your problems or the solution to your problems. You're made of light and air and kindness and a divine presence, So you'll give this and share this, and as I discovered many years ago when I teach across from the Palace of Legion of Honor over the Golden Gate, I'd have meditation classes, and at a certain point I realized that yes, everyone felt the presence from me as they feel from a great artist or an entertainer or whatever. But the point is, that's not what's needed. They don't need more entertainment. They need to understand that the real problem is temptation. So if we can quiet ourselves and not be tempted by the physicality of this present world, then we can understand what my friend Kim understands, that pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. You'll break through all the barriers. You'll understand what's real and not real, what's sent from the dark side, what God is, and you'll be able to live in the Pure Land. In an unrestricted sense. And that's the near future of your life.